Today, we will be showing you how to install Endura's PanoLock compatible Astragal into a full door assembly. Let's take a look at what comes with your PanoLock Astragal shipment. The Astragal, an instruction packet, the field installation kit, a screw kit, and 2 pieces of trim. Step 1. Measuring the Astragal and determining the strike locations. Measure the Astragal from the bottom to the handle height according to your door's specifications. Measure an additional 3.5 inches for the center latch height. From the center mark of the Astragal, measure 28 inches from the center latch location. Note, if you're measuring for an 8.0 Astragal, this length will be 42 inches above the center latch. Next, determine the location of the bottom strike plate, which will be 23 1/8 inches below the center latch. Step 2. Measuring the door panel to determine latch locations. Measure to the latch height according to your door specifications and add 3.5 inches. From the center mark of the door panel, measure up 28 inches to determine the latch height. Note that if you're measuring for an 8.0 door, this length will be 42 inches above the center latch height. Next, determine the location of the bottom strike plate, which will be 23 1/8 inches below the center latch. Once you've determined the locations for each latch, drill a 1/2 inch deep into the center, top, and bottom marks with a 1-inch spade bit to create the latch bores. Tip: clear the debris from the door panel prior to proceeding with Step 3 to be sure that debris doesn't get trapped between the Astragal and the door panel and hinder installation and operation. Step 3. Placing the Astragal on the inactive door panel. First, leaving the adhesive backing in place, place the Astragal on the door panel, making sure the top and bottom edges of the Astragal are flush with the top and bottom edges of the door panel. Once you're sure all the measurements are properly aligned, remove the Astragal and turn the body over to access the adhesive tape on the back. Remove the lining from the adhesive tape and carefully place the Astragal back on the door panel. Please note, once the Astragal is placed on the door panel with the adhesive backing exposed, you will not be able to slide or make adjustments to the placing of the Astragal body. Step 4. Securing the Astragal with the included screw pack. Locate the screw pack, which should include 8 1-inch screws and 2 1 5/8 inch screws. Taking care not to over-tighten the screws, secure the 2 1 5/8 inch screws as close to the top edge of the Astragal as possible, using the set of 4 pre-drilled holes in the plastic sleeve at the top of the Astragal as a guide. Now that the top of the Astragal is secured, locate the pre-measured holes for each 1-inch screw, working from the top of the body of the Astragal to the bottom. When securing the Astragal through the pre-milled holes, make sure the screws are clear of the bores and won't interfere with the clearance for the bolt. The last 2 screws should be secured under the sleeve covering the bolt on the bottom of the Astragal. Remove the screw retaining the lower bolt sleeve, then gently remove the sleeve from the bottom edge to reveal the location for the final 2 screws. Once the screws are installed, reinstall the bolt sleeve to cover the bolt and fasteners, making sure the sleeve is flush on either edge to prevent catching. Step 5. Placing the strike plates. The PanoLock compatible Astragal ships with dummy strike plates so that users have the freedom to choose hardware colors at their convenience. So, we'll use the dummy strike plates for the next step. Center the top strike plate with the marks you made previously when determining the center point for the top strike location. Once you're sure the strike plate is centered, use screws to secure it to the Astragal. Repeat this step for the center and bottom strike plates. Now, make sure the Astragal operates smoothly and easily. Step 6. Installing the trim. If your Astragal is operating smoothly, you're ready to apply the trim. Measure from the top edge of the Astragal to the edge of the top strike plate. Please note, this measurement will vary slightly for each install. Measuring from the edge of one of the two included strips of trim, cut the strip to fit the top section of the Astragal. Secure the trim in place by pushing the fin side into the weather-stripped edge of the Astragal. Now, repeat the same measurements for cutting and installing the trim on the remaining sections of your PanoLock compatible Astragal. And that's it! Now your PanoLock Astragal assembly is complete.